There are a ton of pellet grills on the market now, but I picked this one up. This is the Z Grills ZPG 450A, and this one is one that I got on Amazon, and I wanted to kind of walk you through a cook on it and then also show you a couple of the features. So let's dig in. So before you turn this thing on, there is a yellow sheet in the owner's manual that you're going to want to look at. There's a certain process you need to go through before you cook anything on this grill. It kind of burns out all the oils and stuff that are on there from manufacturing. I put some foil down on this grease drip pan like it says to do in the instructions. Makes cleanup a little easier. Obviously fill it with some pellets. We're going to get it up to heat. There's an on button down here. You're going to click that and then go ahead and crank it on. We're going to cook ours really slow, and it'll probably take us a full day because I'm doing a pretty good sized brisket on this thing just to see how it works. So I wanted to show you a couple of things while this is getting preheated. We obviously have a tray on the front, and you can lift this up and it'll lay down flat. It's got a rounded tray on the side here. It's got the smokestack over here, and underneath you'll see is going to be where all the fat drips out. And so it'll drip down this tube and into the bucket. So it's got this nice kind of a hammered bronze look to it. A lot of times the grill wheels will be too small and it's really hard and jerky to move it anywhere. But these are nice and big so you can move it easily. One of the coolest things is that the feet on the other side are actually self-leveling. And then here is kind of the control panel. So again, there's the on-off switch. You're gonna wanna make sure that you turn this on for every cook. So what you do is you turn it to the temperature setting that you want, and then it'll flash there a couple times, and then eventually it'll go and tell you what the temperature is on the grill. And we're in Texas, so it's basically already 104 degrees. Let's make sure that this gets up to temperature, and I'm gonna go inside and get the brisket. All right, we've got our brisket here. I'm not really gonna go into any of the recipes. Let's go ahead and get this thing open and then this big boy on. All there is to do is wait. We're gonna wait a long time on this one. All right, what's up guys? I'm out here just before I'm going to bed, and I just wanna make sure that the pellets are topped off. So I'm going to go ahead and it actually hasn't used that many of them, so that's a good thing. Got a good top off, and I'll check it first thing in the morning. She's looking good. Still has a long way to go. So I'm out here the next morning, as you can tell by my coffee. So I checked in here. There's still plenty of pellets left, so that's awesome. I'm really pleased with how long the pellets last. Temperature's still right at about 190. Let's take a peek, shall we? Oh yeah. So the next step at this point is I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. I'm gonna turn it up to 225 for now, and we'll see where that gets us in a couple of hours. So this brisket's been on for about 18 hours, and it's showing that it's ready on my temperature probe. So I'm gonna go ahead and test it. I'm using this to check tenderness. It's probe tender. So on this, you're gonna turn it to the shut off cycle, and it's going to go through a process of shutting it off, and then eventually you'll be able to just come back and turn it to the off position. I'm going to go ahead and get this brisket off. About 180 degrees, I wrapped the brisket with some butcher paper. This brisket turned out super tender. One of the things about a pellet grill is that it doesn't do well with a bark on the brisket, and I did notice that with this. If you're looking to just throw something on the smoker and not really worry about it and come back later and it be finished, I highly recommend a pellet grill, and it's been awesome. You can find this Z Grill product on Amazon.